What's up YouTube, this is Little Black Ops Pro, and today I'm going to talk about why the Pick 10 system is in fact killing Call of Duty ever since it was implemented. Now some of you guys in my last video disagreed with me and really thought that the Pick 10 system was an awesome innovation to the Call of Duty franchise. Well, I'm going to tell you that that's not true, and I'm going to prove it by just talking about what exactly Pick 10 means. So the Pick 10 system, more or less, is just the regular creative class system that we've seen in other games, such as Black Ops, but everything costs points. So you have to allocate 10 points towards equipment, guns, perks, whatever you need, pretty much anything that you want in your critic class. And the whole point of this system is to give the player more freedom. Like Vonahar was saying, okay, if you don't want a grenade, you don't have to take it. If you don't want a tactical, you don't have to take it, because in prior Call of Duty games, you were forced to take a primary, forced to take a secondary, forced to take all this other stuff that not all players used. So I can see where Vonahar is coming from there, but if the whole point is to make the system more free, how come we have stuff like wildcards to break the rules of creative class? Okay, Vonahar, if we're gonna make something that's completely innovative, that's supposed to be free and give freedom to the player, how come we still have rules in creative class? How come if I want to have a second perk in the same tier, I need to spend another point, and then I need to spend another point on top of that to add that second perk? Why, if I want to put a third attachment on my gun, do I have to pay for a wild card and then put my attachment on my gun? Doesn't really make sense if you ask me. So not only do we have the stupid wild cards, but you can't get as much as you would in a game like Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1, you got a lot of stuff, and in my last video I proved to you guys that you can't create a lot of Black Ops 1 classes that you had back in the day because there simply aren't enough points to go around. Now, I created a Black Ops 1 class, like a sample class, like just a regular, normal class that you could use pretty much for anything. And then I tried to make the same exact class in Black Ops 2, and I came up 2 points short. And not only that, but it was pretty much grossly underpowered, because some of the perks in older Call of Duty games have been split up and put into attachments. I'm not sure why Vonahar thought that, taking Sleight of Hand, making that an attachment was a good idea. Why is taking Sleight of Hand Pro and making it Quick Draw a good idea? I'm not sure. Now, the reason why, guys, that this doesn't really work is because, one, why do I want all my attachment slots to be taken up by stuff that used to be perks? Like, I used to just put a perk on and everything would be fine, but now I have to waste attachment slots? Really, Vonahar? Next is, attachments only work for one weapon. So if your primary just runs out of ammo, or you switch your secondary, you're not going to have the same benefits you once had for like, let's say, Sleight of Hand. So if you put Fast Mag on your AN-94 and that runs the ammo, you switch to your TAC-45, you're not going to have Sleight of Hand anymore. It only applies to that one weapon. So that's one pretty major downside of that, because if you want a single perk on both your guns, well, you're going to have to spend 2 points to get that. Another thing I don't like about the Pick 10 system is that there's no pro perks. Pro perks were a great idea from MW2, but they carried on with that in Black Ops 1 and MW3. Because, not only did you get the regular perk, but through completing challenges, you would get to another ability. And it was great. I liked them. I'm not sure why they did away with them, and we haven't seen pro perks return since MW3, and we're definitely not going to see it in Black Ops 3 with the Pick 10 system. So, not sure why Vonahar got rid of that great innovation. So, we already talked about how it's less effective. Like, I could put on like, for example, if I wanted like an AK type weapon with a suppressor, and I wanted the same benefits as Sleight of Hand Pro from Black Ops 1, I would need to take the A94, put a suppressor on it, put Quick Draw on it, and put Fast Mag on it, and that would cost me about 5 points. Which, yeah, 5 points, pretty much just to get Sleight of Hand and stuff, it's not worth it, Vonahar. That's what you don't get. Another thing is, we have things like Steady Aim, which turn into Laser Sight. Now, Steady Aim, if you guys don't know, that reduced the hipfire spread of your weapon by 35%. Okay, so Steady Aim has been largely replaced by the Laser Sight. The Laser Sight doesn't do as much as that, and even if Black Ops 2, even if it did 35% reduction, there's still a downside to it. because it only works again on that one weapon. If you want steady aim on your pistol and your primary, you're going to have to spend 2 points. And then again, like, you're going to run through your attachments because you want all these perks, these pseudo perk attachments. So you need to run primary gunfighter, secondary gunfighter. Oh, that costs even more points, and it's just a mess. Vonnevar had the system right in Black Ops 1, but he completely messed it up. But also another huge problem is the gun balance. Vonnevar thinks that making the pistols equal to the primaries is fair because you're spending 1 point on each of those guns. However, that's not... Vonnevar is a hypocrite in some ways, because he says, oh, we need to make the pistols equal to primaries because to make it worth your time spending that amount of points on your secondary. Make it worthwhile running a secondary. However, there's an attachment that you guys may know called the foregrip. In multiplayer, this thing adds only 2% to the center speed of your weapon, which means your weapon returns to center only 2% faster, which makes very little difference in recoil control, which means that is pretty much just a placebo effect. So Vonnevar, if your rationale in making the pistols way overpowered is that, oh, we need to give people reasons to run these secondaries because it costs the same amount as a primary. Okay, then Vonnevar, then why is the grip, which also costs 1 point to run, grossly underpowered and makes very little difference in gunfights? Like, I'm not sure if you know, but even through wall testing, you're going to notice very, very little difference if you put a foregrip on a weapon, even if it has a ton of recoil. So that does not make sense to me. Never really has. And also another reason I think Black Ops 2 is so screwed up because of this system is that Vonnevar probably thought, okay, we need to make the snipers and the shotguns also rewarding to use. So we're going to make those extremely overpowered, but buff the crap out of them. Make it so that you can quick scope with the sniper rifle, use it extremely easily, just as easily as you could use an assault rifle or SMG, just to balance it out. And guys, we all know how broken the weapon balance is. So guys, I don't expect anything different from BO3, I mean, to be honest, because the same system is returning, it's broken, it's not going to be fixed. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. This has been World of Black Ops Pro. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.